Hello guys, let us learn today about power. But before that, in the previous video, we have seen about work and we described work as a physical quantity. Similarly, power is also a physical quantity because it also can be measured. So, let us learn about power by some example. Let us suppose we have two persons named A and B, and both of them are given a similar task. So the task is to push a rectangular box of 50 kg to a distance of 1 meter. So a rectangular box of 50 kg. So let us take rectangular box and both are of 50 kgs, and these are pushed and displaced to a distance of 1 meter. So after pushing, the final position of the box is going to be here, and this distance is 1 meter. So we can say that the person A applies the force and pushes the box of 50 kg and displaces it to 1 meter, which means he has done some work. Similarly, the person B also does the same thing. So the person A and person B has done the work. But how can we say that which one has the more power? Whether it's A or B. So how can we decide person A has more power or person B? So it depends on how fast does the person do the work. So which means, let us suppose the person A has done the same work in 3 seconds and the person B has done the same work in 5 seconds. So we can say that person A has more power than person B. So by this we can define power as power is equal to work done in unit time or work done per unit time. So we can further simplify it as work done is equal to force into displacement upon time, and we know that displacement upon time is nothing but velocity. So we can write power as force into velocity. The unit of power is watts. So unit is watts. Now, how much is 1 watt or how much is 1 watt power? So we can define 1 watt power as the work done or the 1 joule of work done in a second is 1 watt of power. If a person does a work of 1 joule in a second, then it is called as 1 watt power. We can also define 1 watt power as if a person applies a force of 1 newton and the body gets displaced and the body attains a velocity of 1 meter per second, then the power is 1 watt. There are many ways to define power. We can simplify this equation again as we know that force is equal to mass into acceleration, and this velocity is v. So now we can see that mass into velocity is momentum. So let me write mass into velocity as momentum into acceleration. So this also can be power. So how can we define power in terms of momentum and acceleration? We can say that if on a body a force is applied and the body attains a momentum of 1 newton meter, and if it accelerates to 1 meter per second square, then we can say that the power is 1 watt. Power is a scalar quantity. It has magnitude but no direction. Let us write power in terms of dimensions. So before that, let us write the formula of power and with the help of that derive the dimensions. So you can see power is equal to work done per unit time. So we can write it, work done is force into displacement upon time. And what is force? force is mass into acceleration into distance upon time. Now we can write as mass into what is acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but change in velocity per change in time. So we can write it as velocity upon time into distance upon time. So further solving it, we'll get power is equal to mass into velocity into distance upon the time gets down and it becomes time square. So we can still uh, do further simplification for velocity. Then we'll get it as mass into velocity is nothing but meter per second, or we can write it also as mass into distance per unit time. It is velocity into distance upon time square. So further simplification will give us power is equal to mass into distance square upon time cube. So if we write it in dimensional form, mass can be written as in kg, and distance square can be written as meter square divided by times cube can be written as second cube. So we can write it as power is equal to kg. It is a mass and meter square. So meter is simply length. So length square and inverse of cube of time, that is time minus 3. So this is the dimensional formula of power. And 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. So that is 1 watt power. So I hope you have learned a lot about power with the help of example and derived its dimensional formula, and also described its definition of power. Thank you and have a great day.